So a warm welcome to Rainbow. This is the front door, and if you are on a real tour, this is how you'd be coming in the building. This is our lobby, and we have a little reading area and an interest table in the lobby. The children can bring in things every week and place them on the interest table according to the topic of the week. We also have recycling buckets there in the lobby where we collect all kinds of things that we make art and design projects with. That's Tigers there on our left. We've just passed the meeting room. There's our lift that goes up to both floors. And here's our stairs. So we have both stairs and a lift. On the staircase, you can see here our gallery, which is a collection of photos of things that the children have been doing that particular week. And also children's work is also pinned up in the photo gallery. The youngest children use the lifts and the older children use the stairs. You see we have a special safety rail here. Here we are on the first floor, and on the right hand side there is the Midbachon. In front of us is the penguins, and here we are going into the Rainbow Room. The Rainbow Room is a shared space. And welcome to the Rainbow Room. This is another shared area at Rainbow. This is an inside physical development space. And again, all the children from all the classes have an opportunity to come here. We have climbing walls, we have climbing things like this, and we have lots of different sports equipment that the children have the opportunity to use. We also have mega blocks in here, which can be either packed away or brought out. We also have a speaker so that there's lots of interactive dance, yoga, movement in here. And again, all of the classes have either 1 or 2 slots a day in this room to use this space in small groups. So they come up from their classroom and have the opportunity to use this lovely room. Welcome to the Midbachon. This is one of the shared areas in the building. This is a kind of mini kitchen space that the children use. All the children from the different classes come here. Every day they cook different things. They work individually to make whatever the cooking activity is as staff members with them. They use the oven to put things in once they've cooked it. There's also a dishwasher here, so they wash the things independently. The sink is at the children's height, and all the resources that are used are here at the children's height. And this is a really exciting space that the children from all the classes love to come to. So the 3 older classes, zebras, lions and elephants, have a chance to come twice a day. They have 2 slots a day, and the younger classes have 1 slot a day to use this shared area. Hi, I'm going to take you to penguins. Follow me. So this is the penguins display. Happy first birthday. Lots of the children in penguins are turning 1 at the moment. All of the penguins have their own peg that they put their things in when they come in. As with all of the other classrooms, the penguins are, the doors secure. Come on in, let's have a look at penguins. So this is the table at penguins. Obviously at the beginning of the year, often the table isn't even here yet because the children won't be able to sit up. But one of the things that we do at Rainbow is we change and develop the rooms according to the children's age and stage of development. So here there's a mark making activity set out for the children. Here we have what we call baby sign. So these are the baby signs that we use in the penguins. So for example, this is all done, finished. and children will be able to use signs earlier than they will be able to speak. So it's a good way of fostering early communication. Here's our changing area. Every child has their own drawer with their picture in it, and inside is their nappies and changing materials. So they're changed here. Throughout the day, when there's food and snack, this area will be used also for food and snack. We don't use high chairs. Either the children sit at the tables or they sit in the bouncy chairs or trampolinas if they're not yet sitting up. Or in these cupboards, we have a whole set of small tables with trays that we use. So this becomes the eating area when they're eating. Obviously, the children in Penguins also have milk. Milk's not necessarily in this area. It could be in other places around the room. Here we have a small role play area for the children. We have one main mat here. Here it's been set up with lots of things to investigate and look for. This is really the baby corner for the children that aren't yet moving. Obviously they can be in any part of the room, but this is quite a nice little area for them. This is another area that's very tactile. You see this is a very tactile display here. Children in Penguins also sleep on mats. So you bring sheets and blankets. These are here. And then when the children need to sleep, one section of the room is cornered off for children to sleep in. It could be here, it could be here, and there could be other children playing, or they could be in the garden or the rainbow room. I want to also show you the balcony that the children have here. Come on out and have a look at the balcony area that children can come and explore. Obviously, every day it's set up differently with different challenges and different things for the children to do. And of course, don't miss our busy board here. Maybe we'll just take a quick span of the room. And basically that is the Penguins class. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and we hope to be welcoming you soon to Penguins.
The children's lost property and wet clothes so they can go home with them at the end of the day.
and I'll show you around. Here's the door to the garden, and of course the tigers have direct access to the garden. We're not going to go out there because it's already dark. We have 2 activity tables here, one set up for cognitive development all the time and one a mark making table. This is also where the adult-led activities take place, and also where we have snack and lunch in groups. We also have this wonderful sensory tray as well, that each day has different things in it. It could be water, rice, pasta, shaving foam. So this is an opportunity all the time for children to have a sensory experience within their play. We also have a chalkboard which is available for use all of the time. And this is what we call, this half of the room we call the wet area. We also have sinks for the children to wash their hands and small steps for them to reach the sinks if they can't. So this is the dry side of Tigers. Here we have a role play area, an extended role play area at the moment. And at the moment it's set up as a home-based theme, but it could also be a shop or many other things, and lots of role play resources. On this side we have construction area and exploratory area. Again, lots of resources in these kallaxes and things across here that come out. So usually we have 2 different things set up on the rug. Behind me is a magnet wall. We have lots of little magnet storytelling things that children can stick up and tell stories with. And also I see for tomorrow they've set up the magnetiles also for the magnet board. Let me bring you over here to the cozy corner. So here's the cozy corner in Tigers with a book area, and also we have here a Velcro board similar to the magnet board with lots of things that can be used. And we also have a fine motor area here with lots of resources that come out and can be used in the fine motor area. And finally, if I'm still in time, here is our small world area. All the children have pegs here with their picture and their name. Inside Zebras there's a small activity room which is here. They use this room for free play and also for focus activities. So have a small look around. And let's have a look at the bathroom in Zebras. So we have a bank of 3 sinks. Round here we also have a changing table. And we also have small toilets. Here there's a bank of all of the children's in Zebras have a drawer, and in their drawer will go their nappies, their changing things. This is ready to be filled. Here's the small world area in Zebras. So all things that are like our world but small, such as animals, cars. But let's go. So we're in the role play area. As you can see, the role play area is currently set up as a home-based theme, but there's many resources in the Kallax at the bottom that can turn it into anything. It could be a shop, it could be an optician's. Different weeks it becomes different things. Here's our construction rug, and on our construction rug we have all different kinds of construction play. 2 things in the morning and 2 different things in the afternoon. And also in our construction Kallax, the children can take out the things that they want to while they're playing. Over here we have our creative rug. Right now I can see they've set out musical instruments for the morning, and behind we have some more role play. This is our book area and cognitive development area. We have here some fine motor skills that have been set up and put out. And over here, I don't think this was included on the other video, so let me show you our tabletop area. So we have 2 tables, one that has mark making and one that has cutting or craft skills on it in the mornings when children come in. But this is also where adult led activities take place, and also where snack and lunchtime happens. Welcome to Lions. You're on the 2nd floor of the building, and here's the Lions classroom. We have 2.5 to 3-year-olds in here, and every door is coded so that it's secure. Come on in. So the first thing that we see in Lions is there are shoe pockets for all the children to put their shoes in. It has their name here, so you can see this is Dan's shoe pocket. Inside his shoes now, inside the shoe pocket now are the GAN shoes. So when he arrives at GAN, he'll put his outdoor shoes in here and take out his GAN shoes and put those on. All of the children also have pegs where they will hang up their clothes in the morning. Also in Lions, each child has their own drawer where they put inside their artwork, which they will take home at the end of the week. So this is the first rug in the room. This is the first play area. This morning, this has been set up as a heuristic play investigation area. So basically, heuristic play is anything that is not real toys, but things that can be used and manipulated for play. But this often will have different types of things out. Every morning and every afternoon, it will be a different type of play provision that's set up. Let's go into the classroom. Here's the children's water trolley. All of the bottles are sterilised every evening by us, and then they're left here overnight and refilled in the morning with water with the children. So this is the main tabletop area. At the moment, the tables are apart. Here there is a mark making area. This morning the children are doing rubbings on different types of surfaces. There's a cutting and sticking activity here and an investigation table here where the children use the tweezers to find numbers according to the dice that they throw. But this is an independent activity area. This is also the area where children eat. So at different times, the tables are pushed together to form groups. Tablecloths will go on them, and that's where they have their snack and also their lunch area. There's a water fountain in the room and a big art sink. Also, there is a chalk wall here. This morning, they're being encouraged to make the shape of an S on the wall. Let's have a look at the bathroom. Come on in. In Lions, we have a very spacious bathroom because some of the children here are still transitioning from using nappies to the toilet, and quite often there'll be a staff member in here in the toilet with them, supporting them with hand washing, supporting them with using the toilet. And we also have a changing area here. For the children that are still in nappies, they all have a drawer with their nappies and their changing materials in them. This is the sleeping mats that the children sleep in. So on a Sunday, you send us a sheet and a blanket. They're stored here with the child's name on, and then they're laid out at sleep time for the children to sleep in. Let's go into the second classroom of the Lions. Here we go. So in here, we have one carpet area here. We call this the construction carpet. There's all different kinds of construction toys that are set out. One set of construction things in the morning, a different set of construction things in the afternoon. And the children can also take things out of the drawers and the storage areas to put things onto the carpet surfaces and rugs. So this morning we've got our magnetic and stickle bricks. Let's move over here to our small world area. So I see that today we've got set out boats, animals, and a train track, and the children can play, manipulate and move all of these things around to enjoy this small world. Here, this is a math area, and in the math area this morning, they're making shapes, patterns with the hexagons. So there's shapes here that they can copy and try to replicate, or they can also just create their own patterns and shapes. And all of these things that you see set out now, these are for the children to choose from when they come in the morning. And this is set out for a proportion of the morning for choosing time. When it's activity time, then different areas in the classroom are set up for an adult to lead a specific activity. But the way that it's set out now, this is for children to choose from. And there's suggested ideas of what the children can do in the spaces. But obviously the children can use and manipulate the space however they want. Over here, This is our fine motor or finger gym area. And this morning the children are putting in straws into the baskets and can obviously make shapes and small models with those using their fine motor skills. Here's the doll's house area. As we move here, we see the book area. So we have books both in Hebrew and in English, and this is a small area that's set aside for the children to select and read books, and that's available throughout the day. These are our display areas. So here, this is a challenge on here where the children can match the numbers, find, here we go, 3 and 3, for example. And the children are free to move things around this board. And every day there's different challenge things on here for them to do, depending on the theme of the week or what topic we're looking at. So this morning it's numbers. Here they have musical instruments to play with this morning. Obviously it won't be musical instruments every day. Every day will be something different set out on the carpet. Sometimes there's jigsaws and floor puzzles set out in this area. And this morning there's many cards, maracas, and they can try and match the picture with the real instrument. And here's the maracas and can make different sounds with them. There's also, when they interact with an adult here, they could find challenge cards. So this card says, choose an instrument and find different ways to play it. So an adult might read that to the children if they're interacting with the children in this area and support them in exploring and investigating the musical instruments. So this rug is the main rug. This is where the main teaching happens when there's circle time, morning meeting, and whole class teaching happens here. So at those times, there's nothing else set out. Those things will be packed away. Let me show you the role play area. There's a huge role play area. All of this space is the role play area in the Lions. And today it's set out like a cafe. Here you have the cafe menu, the COVID regulations for the cafe. And if you come behind here and look over the counter, you can see how the children can serve their friends in the role play area. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is how the Lions classroom looks. I hope you enjoyed your tour of the Lions. Thank you very much. And welcome to Elephants. This is where the elephants put their shoes. Every child has their own shoe pocket. They take off their shoes when they come to Elephants and they find their GAN shoes. Here's Eleni's GAN shoes, and that's what they wear while they're here. Come, let's go to Elephants. Every door at Rainbow is coded. Come on in. So the first thing that we see in Elephants is the registration board. The children take their name from here and they register themselves on the registration board. We have our family tree picture here with all the families in Rainbow. Every child has a peg where they hang up their things. At Rainbow, all of the children bring a wet bag, and any clothes that are wet or dirty go in the wet bag, and they go home and come back the next day. Let's have a look around. So here is our mark making or writing area with lots of things for the children to choose from, to really encourage children to write and make marks. We have a computer area in Elephants, which is set up either with the story of the week or with exercises that relate to the curriculum that they can do. Here we have our vertical painting station. And then in this room, all of the tables throughout the day will have different activities for the children to choose from. When they come in the morning, they find their name and they practice writing their name. And we can see this is Eviatar, and he's in the blue group. So he would put his name back in the blue folder when he's finished. And Ben, for example, is in the green group. He would take his out to work on his name when he comes in. Here at the next table, we usually have something malleable. Today we've got moon sands that they've made, and we're practicing here pincer grip movements. So the children take out the sea animals from the moon sands and put them in here. That's the idea of this activity. Over here is our junk modelling or art table, and just behind you here is the junk modelling materials that children can take from, and they can take anything they want from the art trolley and build on the junk modelling. And this is how the room is set out when the children come in the mornings. Throughout the day, these tables become different things. So for example, this is the snack table. We put a tablecloth on here and the children have snack here. At lunchtime, all the tables get covered with tablecloth, and this is one of the areas where the children have their lunch in this classroom. Over here you can see the water bottle trolley. Every child has their own water bottle. They're sterilised every evening, so they're just waiting to be made up in the morning. They're filled with water in the morning and then sterilised again the next evening. And they're here on the water trolley for the children to take at any time during the day that they would like to. We have sinks, children's sinks at children's height with soap and hand towels available throughout the day. This is the children's art area, and come in, and this is the children's toilets in Elephants. So we have sit down and stand up toilets. Okay, let's come through. There's display boards all over. Every few weeks the displays are updated. Let's come into the back room now. So over here is our maths and science table. There's always something maths or science related here for the children to explore. What they're going to be doing this morning is independently exploring onions and garlic. So how does it peel? How does it cut? Do you like it? How does it taste? How does it smell? So every day there's a different investigation thing on here. This is a maths table. Every morning, every afternoon, it's set up with different things. So they're making here awareness of shape and space and balancing. These are balancing frames. So that brings us over here to our small world area in Elephants. And small world can be anything from Lego, cars, railways, small people, farms, zoos, animals, all of those kind of things from the real world that are small. That's small world. So you see today this is set up as a kind of small world town for the children. And this is our challenge table, and on our challenge table today we have set up Unifix blocks, and the children need to match the patterns in their Unifix blocks. And each book has different types of patterns with varying degrees of difficulty to support stretch and challenge as well. Over here, this is the main carpet, or as we call it, the main event. This, in the Elephants classroom, is where we have morning meeting, where we have circle time, And when it's not being used for whole class teaching, it's set up with things to choose from. So over here you see this morning Dominoes has been set out. Every week in Elephants we also have a book of the week, and the book of the week this week is a book called There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. And here there's a jigsaw game that's been set up. They have to match the word to the picture. But you see there's clues because they're cut out in shapes that they'll only fit together. And here on the board, the children have the story of the old lady who swallowed a fly. And on this board every week, they have to sequence the cards, or they have the option of sequencing the cards to retell the story. In Elephants and also in Lions, we have our golden rules. So these golden rules are displayed all the time, and you can easily take them off to remind the children. Now's the time for listening, children. So I'd like us to use our listening ears, please. And we also have all the rules shown as Makaton, as well as pictures to help us understand what they say. Okay, come on through to the cozy corner. Here's the cozy corner where children can come to retreat, to take a little bit of time to come out of the main thing, or just to choose a book and to be quiet in this area. So that's the cozy corner. And then over here we have the role play area. And this week the role play area is set up as a hairdresser. And we use lots of signage and words to support language and literacy in the role play area. So here the children will be using the role play. They can come here in front of the mirror and do each other's hair. And there's lots of props and things that relate to the role play. We also always have some writing things that relate to the role play. So for example, this is an appointment card where they can come and sign up for appointments. Here you can see some that they've already done with their emerging writing. And that, ladies and gentlemen, oh, I have a few more things to show you. There's a magnet board, and there's whiteboards all around the room. There's also a chalk area for constant mark making around the room. And as you can see, each of the resource towers have a range of resources in them that link to each area of the curriculum. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how the Elephants classroom is set up at the moment. Every morning and every afternoon in each space, things are changed, and our plan tells us what we need to put out in each space. And children are also able to go to the drawers and manipulate and change the things that are put out each day. And then, for example, this table is also used for adult-led activities, so is the main carpet. But this is what the room will look like tomorrow morning when the children come in to GAN. So, hope you enjoyed Elephants.
Wow, hi everyone, what are you doing?
Wow.
You're making a Christmas tree.
Yes.
A big Christmas tree. Well, that's so nice. Ah, you're going to put them together and make a big, huge Christmas tree?
Yeah.
Wow, I love all of your Christmas trees.
What did you use for your Christmas tree?
I used stickers, paint, and glitter.
Wow, it looks
Wait.
3. Good job, Arya. Nice try. So the number before 4 is 3. The number after 4, Amelia, you are correct, is 5. So what number would we write right here?
5.
Well, 5 is here. So what would we write?
That's what we do.
Good job. We would write as 3. Exactly, but each row is different.
hear you.
היי לכולם, אני ספיר, אחראית על הקבוצה הכחולה. כרגע אני מתכוננת לפגישות עם ההורים, מכינה את המסמכים, אוספת את הציורים, ונתראה בקרוב.
Well done.